Hey everybody, welcome back to the Traveling to Sea channel. Got a Traveling to Sea review for you today. Traveling to Sea. We love to travel. We love to share. Traveling is great on land, sea, and air. Come with us as we go and see together how much better our traveling can be. The Germany Rhine River Day Cruise that we took in 2023. In July 2023. It was a great and wondrous time. The cruise went from Rudesheim, in the south part of the map you see on the screen, up to St. Goar, in the middle part of the screen. Rudesheim, which is across the river from Bingen, up to St. Goar and back. It was a great time. And we noticed while we were out there that there is a road along the river on both sides, all the way from Rudesheim up to Koblenz and back. So we enjoyed the river cruise, and then we went and drove along the river to enjoy all these different castles and sights. Just look at them all within just a few miles. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. So now, the Rhine River Day Cruise. You can see the Rhine River goes all the way from Amsterdam clear down to Basel, Switzerland. But Rhine River Day Cruises, you can learn about them there on TripAdvisor. There's a lot of different cruises available. And there's things to do in Rudesheim, there on the Rhine River. And there's things to do in Bingen, across the river. A lot of things to do. The K&D cruise is the one that we took. Cruises along the Rhine. You can see here at their website, you can see all the different tours that they have available. The time of day we got there, we bought them from the ticket booth, didn't buy them online because we weren't sure when we'd arrive. So we just bought them there at the ticket booth and ended up taking the about an hour and a half cruise that goes up and down the Rhine River. Just absolutely gorgeous. Here you can see their scheduled cruises on the Rhine. The weather was just absolutely perfect, and they did have food and drinks available. We sat right up on the top deck and we had a wonderful time. And you can see K&D has got cruises all along the Rhine River. So now let's take a look at the Rhine River Day Cruise, what we experienced. And again, it's going to leave out of Rudesheim, going to go up the river to St. Goar, and then return. To get over to Rudesheim, we had to take a ferry. So we took the ferry, and this is the ferry boat here. Takes you across the river from Bingen over to Rudesheim. There's a monument you can go see. There's a lot of things to do in Rudesheim. There truly is. And it's just absolutely gorgeous every way you look. And this is the road going from the ferry down to Rudesheim. And we got aboard the cruise boat after we got our tickets. And there's Brandon and Missy, my son and daughter-in-law, and there's my beautiful wife, Emily. And here we are on the deck of the ship. There's another boat going past us there. But just gorgeous. And you can see have these deck chairs. You can arrange them however you want. And they've got People bring you drinks and food, and it's just really, really great. And you just enjoy the sights all along the way. Castle after castle, beautiful scenery after beautiful scenery. Well, we noticed that there was roads on both sides of the river. So after we got off the riverboat cruise, we decided to drive up along the river all the way up as far as we wanted to go, and maybe see if we can actually get into some of the castles and churches. So that's what we did. Now you can see we're driving along, and there's just all along the Rhine River, there's just castle after castle. Just absolutely beautiful. That's one that's out in the middle of the river. And there's a beautiful castle. You can see the vineyards around it. That's that castle out in the river again. Just beautiful views along the road there. Quite large castles over there. And you can see one of the river boats coming down the river. And you can see a castle right there in one of the towns. Castles all along the river. And we saw this church. And so we decided to take a ferry across the river, see if we could get into that church and maybe the castle that's above it there. So we went down to catch the ferry, and the ferry came across. And by the way, you gotta have cash, gotta have some euros for the ferry. And there's that castle that's above it in town, and that's the church that we're trying to get to. And there it is. We got there, right there in this town, and we got to go inside. And as you can see, it's the Frauenkirche church. And it was open, so we got to go inside and see it. It's a lovely church. was some people. I think they had some kind of a tour going on there. We didn't participate in the tour. We just checked out all the things to see. It was really the first church in Europe that we had been to on this trip. And by the way, you can check out our overview video on the channel, and there'll be some other videos to come. Our Neuschwanstein Castle tour and other churches in Italy and such, so be sure to stay tuned for those. But this was quite a lovely church. And we went up on top of the hill to the Berg Eichenstein. We were able to get into this castle as well. They had a footpath to go down to the city. We didn't do the footpath. We drove up there. See cobblestone construction everywhere. It's really quite a lovely castle there. They had a restaurant in there, and unfortunately, time of day we got there, the restaurant was closed. Hadn't been closed too long. And I do believe they've got a hotel in there as well you could check out. There's a view out of one of the windows. Just absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Flowers on every window. They're old fortifications. There's Emily, just taking it all in, bringing Missy. You can see a Sportsplatz down from there, and here's that restaurant. You could see if it had been open, we'd been able to eat right there and overlook the Rhine. Would have been lovely, but it was closed. Beautiful flowers everywhere. Then we checked out another castle, the Reichenstein. This was a lovely castle. This was bigger. And then it was time for dinner. So we went to Bingen, to the Gagenier. Boy, that was some good food, as you can see. We really enjoyed that. Then it was time for some spaghetti ice. So we found this ice cafe. Fantastic. Got our spaghetti ice. So this has been our Rhine River Day Cruise review. Highly recommend it. Check it out. If you're in Germany, do not miss a cruise on the Rhine River. You will really enjoy it. Be sure to stay tuned to the channel, like and subscribe so you can see our other upcoming videos. And comment below. Share your thoughts with us and your experiences. And keep traveling and keep watching.